What's up, Pod Practice community? Rowan here announcing a Pod Practice and Excel Ultimate 4-week online classroom collab. If you've ever wanted to interact, ask questions, and pick the brain of your favorite podcast host, here is your chance. It runs 4 Tuesday evenings starting March 11th. You can DM Excel Ultimate or Pod Practice on Instagram for more details. There are 12 seats available, and we are excited to see you there.
Get 40% off Pod Practice t-shirts by visiting our Ko-fi shop. Enter promo code PRACTICEPLAYER, all caps. We also offer free shipping to the United States and now ship worldwide.
Over here at Pod Practice, we are excited to announce that we are partnering with Greatest Bag to provide you with all of your Ultimate Bag needs. If you're looking to get a new Ultimate Bag, head on over to greatestbag.com. And if you use code PodPractice10, you will receive 10% off your purchase. Welcome to Season 3 of Pod Practice with Team USA player Quinn Finer, Team USA Grandmaster player Mikey Lunn, and myself, Alex Atkins. You can now find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We want to keep growing the Pod Practice community, so reach out to us with your thoughts on IG and YouTube at podpractice_pod, or email us at show@podpracticepod.com. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Go ahead, Kins.
What? Go ahead with what?
Oh, I thought you were ready.
Ready for what? I kind of just wanted to start by asking you about like the weekend, like how'd it go?
Yeah, we can start wherever.
Are we doing an intro though?
What up, everyone? It's fucking Antoine. You already know who he is because he's pretty active on social media. You've probably seen his clips. He's really athletic, one of the best defenders in the world, but also like a very well-rounded player. You probably don't like being just like the best defender, huh? Fine, like you want more
I've come to like that title.
Okay, cool. All right, there you go. One of the best defenders in the world. Doesn't really need much more introduction than that, I don't think.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. I've been a fan of the podcast for honestly since it started. I was like, it was about time some real players started talking about Frisbee.
Fuck yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, tell us about the weekend. I'm really curious, just like, because it was 36 people? Mm-hmm. So it was like two teams and you're just ripping at each other. I mean, I can't imagine. That's like some of the highest level ultimate that goes on in the fucking world.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was definitely surreal. Because like walking into the space, like, you know, you like have admired each one of these players and coaches in some aspect, or like read an article about them or watched a video about these players, and it was cool. And honestly, a lot of it, at the beginning at least, it didn't really feel like a tryout. It felt like a practice because it was so intimate. But like while in it, it was just from the get go, people were just going at 110%. The speed of the game is like nothing I've ever played. It actually took me like probably the second half of the first day to get really adjusted to it, because I'm more of a like patient cutter. On defense, I kind of just black out and just ball out. But on offense, I'm more patient. And the tempo was high. People were moving the ball like on average probably by like stall 3. It was amazing. It was like, also it took me like 2 full days to fully recover from that experience. Like even last night, 3 days later, I slept like 10 hours, just because it was. I think like Marquez and Jack, they like racked up like nearly like a marathon worth of running that weekend. So yeah, that's you can imagine. Like, yeah,
those numbers are so crazy. We had a mini day on Saturday, and Quinn, you were talking about how many miles you ran and somebody else wasn't. I cannot believe it. It's still like I do it, but it's every time I hear it we me away.
I mean, we were playing mini on like it was 25 wide, 35 long, and like 10-yard end zones, and we played for an hour and a half, and I think Maddie ran 4.5 miles. And it was like, wait, what?
And there's like 30-yard box. Like
Yeah,
you ran
it's not
4.5
even-
miles.
And we like barely played. It was just like,
Right.
yeah, we didn't even play that. We didn't even like get full. It's crazy. It's nuts.
What stood out to you, Antoine? Like what/who? Like, were you thinking about when the days were over?
Yeah. Is so like what jumped at me as soon as you said that is like, so Henry Ing went down. And he went down with,
injury.
yes.
Oh, bummer.
Like I think within the second hour. And it happened when I was guarding him. We were going for an in cut like pretty hard. And he just like pulled up and tried to stop real hard. And I think he pulled out his hammy, which was like, tragedy to see. I think they still told him that he was like being considered as well, like depending on his injury, because he seemed to like change mood in the middle of the tryout. So, and I hope that is the case. Like, he's like probably the number one big man in that category. But yeah, that was like a major spotlight point of the tryout. Just like, and also like how competitive it was, but also how like friendly it was at the same time. Like, for like, everyone has put in like 15 plus years into trying to like get into the spot. And, and so for some people like me, it's like probably our one and only shot of making the team. But like, there was like no trying to game anything. Nobody trying to like, I'm going to try to take more points than like other people. It was like, it was a sense of like, we're actually trying to build the best team. And like, this is the first practice. And I know like Maddie said that in the first tryout, it kind of sounds like cheesy at the first round, but in the second round, it truly felt like that. So yeah, that's what stood out to me.
That's so sick. Who was on? So did you have the same teams both days, or did you switch up again?
There was like the first and second day, there were like, I think like 4 or 5 people switched, and I was one of the 4 or 5.
Okay, so they just did a little tinkering.
Yeah. It was pretty balanced from the get-go. Like, and it was funny. It was very little exchanges. Like, there were a couple games where it was back and forth, but it was mostly just what's it called? Like a team would go 5-0, then another team would go 4-0, and it was a lot of that. It was just like people would just
like
roll
a game of runs. You mean?
Yeah. There you go.
How do you feel about how you played and your chances and all that? If you're cool, shit.
Yeah. I'm like the only male pure cutter on that 17, and there was like Mexstroth is probably the female version of me, and there's like KJ and Johnny, like pure handlers. So I don't know if they're really looking for that. To be honest, I think I played well. I believe I scored the most deep balls, and I locked people up, even on that level. So,
Okay.
and I didn't want to. I wasn't as impactful with the disc in terms of like moving the ball as quick as I can as I wanted to, but also on Sunday it was like 30-mile-per-hour winds at the turn. But what's the crazy thing is, like, it was still pretty good ultimate, like for the conditions.
For sure.
People like Eli Kearns and just like ripping a flick 50 yards downfield. Like there's no issue. Liv, I'm blanking her last name.
Player.
She was ripping some as well.
She has a cannon.
Yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, as far as my chances, I am hopeful for my chances, but I'm not surprised if I don't make the roster.
And that's like anybody there.
That's-
I
yeah,
guess.
that's-
like
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much anyone
If
there.
your
probably
name's not
feels that
Chris
way.
Koch or Claire Trope, that's the
Right.
vibe, right?
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm pulling for you. I'm hoping you're on that. You're my boy, so I'm really
I
hoping.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's sick. All right, cool. Hell yeah.
We're taking a quick break to introduce the BE Ultimate Playbook presented by us, Pod Practice. The playbook will be published in its entirety on the BE Ultimate website as a free downloadable resource.
Mike, I love the black skull cap beanie. look
Yeah,
on
dude.
you. You look edgy, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver Botanic Gardens.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a member. It's a lovely place.
Okay. Antoine Davis, BE Ultimate Playbook, brought to
BE
you by
Ultimate.
BE Ultimate, presented by BE
The
Ultimate.
ultimate.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
JR.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Perfect.
This was a perfect. I skipped because I saw Antoine, but
Yeah.
I guess,
The juxtaposition of JR and then Mac.
The Mac.
yeah, right. Totally.
Shredded
Yeah,
gang.
and then back.
Brown boys.
Okay. Yeah, Brown Boys. There we go.
Hey, there
this
he
is
is.
what we came to see. The gloves.
Yeah, when'd you start wearing
Yeah,
gloves, man?
yeah,
That's
let's talk-
recent.
I was playing around with it still.
Yeah?
Dude, the flow, too.
What are you thinking
Hair's
about
looking
for the
good.
gloves?
Easy.
I'm off gloves now.
You're
Oh,
off.
okay.
It was just a brief stint.
Short-lived.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'll let it run, and we can go back.
And we'll watch the. Yeah, let's let it run, and then we can go back.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Brought to you by BE Ultimate, how to play defense.
Incredible defense. They're gonna get. Okay, well.
We'll probably go to the next point, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
They
let's.
were cooking
You
for
want-
the first few
you-
points.
You want to talk about that one?
I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious Antoine's view on that first play. Like that's obviously like a 2-throw score. Like what
Pull coverage could be interesting.
pull coverage? Yeah. What happened?
Seems like
I'm
someone
curious.
just
Let's go
forgot
back.
some cards.
Yeah, let's go back.
Well, it looks like someone's supposed to be helping deep,
Yeah.
and it doesn't happen. In
No,
my
'cause
opinion.
it's kind of interesting. Revolver puts that guy out. They do like this T thing, but no one guards him. He's just,
Calvin's not helping.
and then they
very
don't,
well.
and then Calvin doesn't help.
Damn.
Deep. BE Ultimate.
Poor
Try it
Jibs
out.
just got hung out
Yeah,
dry.
hung out to dry, for sure. For sure.
All right.
Seems just like a miscue.
Yeah, miscue. Probably not checked in yet.
Happens at the highest level, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, let's get that. Yeah, I thought.
Was that unguarded guy Anton, by the way?
It was.
Our favorite player.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, take two. Here we go. Well, looks like a nice pull. I'll tell you that much. They're doing this, like,
Same
T
stack.
thing.
Yeah, same stack.
But we got someone on him now.
Same play.
I like that T.
Yeah.
Yeah, the T is interesting. I didn't notice that so vividly when. That's nice. And you're guarding Simon, right?
Simon,
Antoine?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Simon.
Is that your matchup the whole game?
Yeah. I think I get switched on to somebody else, but it's mostly just Simon.
Yeah.
Who's guarding Adam?
Oh,
GSS, Josh.
oh.
Oh, just
All right, let's
classic
go back.
Jibs work.
Let's see what happened here.
I actually
Yeah.
thought that you'd be the Adam matchup, Antoine. But I guess Simon has more size.
Yeah, like I'm like the biggest guy on the D line, so yeah, I always get the big man matchups. I'd rather get like the number one matchup, but
This was
Jibs
really
does a pretty
just
good job of doing that too.
Yeah, can we talk about this? This is good D here. Like everything that happens before the actual block is like tight and
Yeah,
difficult.
high pressure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they shut down the. Is that Cam? Yeah, just.
Yeah.
no
I mean,
way.
yeah, Jibs
And then
Cam.
we're just right there.
Like,
and then he
And
tries
then
to throw
pressure
this
from
inside,
Shank.
Yeah.
and I mean that's the thing. He's just pursuing, and you just can't get that inside out in front enough. Okay, interesting. I want to see a. I want to see if they come out like.
I do feel like a lot of times turnovers come from high pressured reset defense, right? Because it often leads to hastened decisions and just that heightened sense of, or that heart rate elevation.
Certainly, yeah, I would agree. Just like, the pressure builds and you're just like, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit and just want to get the disc out of your hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because now they come side.
There's a jump.
See, this is nice. This is what we want to see. Look at Conrad. I mean, what's his name's got a. That's the one thing. So this is actually good to. I feel like this is a good one to.
Yeah, that's okay.
It was okay.
You actually messed the junk up as well.
Yeah.
Is that a called junk, Twan, for you guys, or is that something you read on the fly?
We call it ourselves. I mean, yes, we read it on the fly, but it is called by somebody, usually me or like the person who generally is like the deep in the junks. Right. So Vinay should have been like over
more in the lane,
and a bit more above the stack as well. And but he doesn't do that at all.
And so then I feel like
come on.
I feel like also like when the guy he starts chasing a guy who's running at Conrad, and he can just let him go because Conrad just like obviously is gonna pick him up, or I guess Conrad could have stopped, but like right here, like he's just like, I feel like right there he should just be like, all right, Conrad, just like point.
Yeah, you have
this guy at the 2 could probably slide down to the 1. Everyone slides, down.
Yeah,
one person, and he just gets back to that top cap.
Yeah, we were still messing this up in the the regionals between regionals and nationals practice. But we did agree like having this go to the number 47, I think. Is like
there.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's also an acceptable outcome.
Yeah.
Like what happens is he gets it and then there's nowhere. There's no mark, but there's nothing for him to do.
Right.
Oh. No, he didn't do it. Yeah. That's nice.
Are you guys just forcing flickers in the middle here?
Middle. We pretty much 90% this year went force middle.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm all in on force middle. We were having that talk about the other day. We were talking about this at Mini. And sometimes people are like, well, we want to give different looks. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really give a fuck about the different looks if it's just the force.
If we're really good at it, let's do it.
I think if we're just really good at it, let's do it. And I also think the force middle is just superior. I don't think the different look, especially of like the forcing, really offers that different of like the offense is going to be like confused, like slightly, I suppose. And maybe
barring weather challenges, right?
And if I was going to give a different look, I'd probably do something more junky as opposed to like just switching the force.
Go back, kids. Just 10 seconds.
Be going back.
Okay, Twan, talk to me about the force here. Is that Vinay on the mark? Why is he? Is this a scripted thing? He traps here.
Let's see. He might think it's like more in the middle of the field, so he's forcing.
I don't know. It's like he's like forcing return here, but he stays forcing return.
Oh yeah.
Is that just a mess up, or is anything scripted there? It's a mess up.
Vinay, dude, what you got to lock it in.
But without the mess up, talk to me about that forcing back.
Pause.
Yeah, just
there. Yeah.
Walk people through that that concept of forcing it back in force middle.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the superpower force. One of the superpowers of force middle. It's you stop the disc from swinging across the field, and generally offense are trying to use the whole width of the field, and if you can contain them to like half of the field, or even better, like a third of the field, you're playing with a lot of bodies in a smaller space, which gives the advantage for defense. So
So
this spot's interesting too, just because if Vinay does hold that forehand force, the lane is really clogged up right now. So who is that? Is that
Liam?
Who is that
no, it's not Liam.
That's handsome guy, right? What's handsome guy? Jeff? Is that Jeff?
Jeff Holm,
yeah.
We would ask him to just slide to the lane and clog things up, and we're like, okay, if it goes back to the sideline. It's funny because I've played on a lot of teams where the force middle is they say don't force it back until it gets all the way across the field, and that's like just asking to just chase everywhere instead of stopping flow.
Yeah. I mean, force middle already, as you all know, like is a lot more running, but that is like asking twice as much more running, I believe.
So there were a lot of Dom here.
Holy fuck.
Straight to Conrad.
Was that Mac?
Where did Conrad
Malcolm is a psycho.
Conrad is active, he's out in that lane.
He has an engine that never quits.
And
I mean, you see those fucking legs, man?
Look at him spying that, committed so early.
That's a great spy.
Dude,
and it was
so good.
What I like too is like, I like to keep my head up and spy, but sometimes like the way he commits to just like taking off like right now, like I mean, Mac's still in his wind up, but he just goes,
Go back like 5 seconds too, Kins. A quick note, Twan, if you want to talk about the positioning of the downfield stack defenders, technically like playing break side, like this is a huge key to AP or force middle a lot and just defense in general. Just talk about like playing ball side here instead of open side.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually talking to someone else about this. I mean, our thinking, and probably most people's thinking, is like you want to be between them and the disc, and if you are on the other side, you just kind of giving them an easy pass and possibly like a short gainer. If you're playing on the other side, and also like if you play on this side, you're forcing something like loopy in general.
Beautiful.
Or like if they throw it like from a dead, like no one's cutting, they're trying to throw somebody open.
Yeah.
So they have to like run through you to like make an easier pass. So it's just making things just more difficult.
Yeah, and it's like for like lower level players, I would say like it's not super intuitive to play break side there because that window maybe not as easy to hit. But at this level, like that little break is free for basically every thrower in the game. So it's like you have to defend that and make them throw something touchy to space, loopy to space that takes a lot of time to complete to the open side.
Yeah. And it's kind of nerve-wracking to play that way. Like, like Conrad and Drew like have their butt facing towards the disc, and it's like you have to have a lot of confidence in yourself. To play that way.
It's funny. I want to get better at that. Like I'm way more on the spectrum of trying to triangulate and see both. And I just think I'm missing a lot of opportunities where I can just lock in on my person and be like, okay, in this moment, I just need to like try to focus on you and your moves. And who really was good at it was when we were playing mini was Rodney, dude. Like we were playing mini.
Yeah. That makes sense. Actually,
it makes sense. Like I was in the end zone and he was just looking at me, and I was like, it was impressive. I was like, all right, cool. Like and it makes sense. He's not triangulating, like he's just like on my ass. But it made me think about moments, where I just want to be like, okay, in this, I'm just locking in on you. Like, I think, it does happen a lot there. Like we had another one, Quinn, where it was, you ended up catching it, but it was like mini and it was just you one-on-one.
I remember
in the end zone. And it was like, okay, at this point, I'm just
going to try to stay a high release back.
And it's like the force, all that doesn't matter. It was like middle of the end zone. Like I just had to try to stay with you as long as possible.
Has he played any like corner, Rodney? Like cornerback?
I don't know, but his defense, like afterwards, I was thinking like he must have been doing. He definitely has played some sports with his defense was good. Probably. He had this nice D.
And I feel like in college, not in college, in like high school, like a lot of top level receivers play cornerback. Or maybe he started playing cornerback. Yeah.
And who knows what other sports he played. And like granted, like we were playing with like it wasn't like the most skilled mini you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the throws were somewhat limited, and so like getting open is a little bit more challenging.
Gotcha.
But he did. I threw one because what I started to do was just doing like little like handler stuff like near the disc.
Yeah,
because like
he struggled with that.
I mean that's just like really hard, and also no one like shuts that down. That's all about like understanding what you need to take away and what you're okay with giving up. But I threw this give go to Sloth and I went to get it back and I thought I was open and Sloth threw it back to me and Rodney like semi like layout D'd me, like full on D though, but like it was just like he like wrapped
It was
around,
nice.
and I was like, what? It was weird. It was weird because like I feel like when you get to the point when we played as much as we have, like there's these patterns, and every once in a while there's like a pattern that kind of gets broken, and that was one where it was like the pattern was a little bit broken just because it doesn't normally. People
that doesn't happen. Yeah.
People don't normally get that, but it was very interesting.
Antoine, I would love to see you run next to Rodney just to see what it's like.
That's what, as soon as that signing happened, I got blown up with text messages. I was like, "You think you can take him?" I was like, "He's faster than me for sure."
like straight line, definitely, but like sports specific stuff and all that.
He's still learning.
It's still
for
learning,
sure.
for sure.
All right, let's see. So they're back into their tea thing. I really like this tea thing.
Dude, you know I'm all about it.
But this time I do think the people in the middle did a lot better, because as soon as the one person went deep, they like absolutely hound the unders. Like they're like Mac isn't throwing that to Conrad. There's also a little bit of help. Like he probably honestly, but then there's a sag there. Like if he like ripped one of his hammers like to Simon on the wing. But then like as soon as like the two guys, I guess I don't know who that is in the middle, but they realize, they're taking away these unders really hard, both of them, which is nice. I mean, Randolph, it was kind of open.
I think Pony, better than any other team, can front an orbit under very effectively and not get punished for it.
Yeah.
And we'll see right here, though.
Well, maybe. What's that guy's name?
Clark. Go for it.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe he should get behind. Maybe he should get on top.
Maybe leave that to Twan, Cam, and Jim.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
How did you feel about the? Go ahead, Antoine.
I have thought about like, what if I like tied up my hair or like put it in my shirt or something? Because I think when people see the hair, they like just don't throw. And I was like, what if I just change up my look for like in a really important game, and it would give me a couple of Ds.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's gonna work. You're pretty physically imposing out there.
Like, at least, like if that works, then I don't think that's the reason it worked. You know what I mean? Like whoever, like if you, I don't care if you cut all your hair off and get like face surgery and like a fucking like wear no gloves. Like I'm at a certain point, I just, if I've seen you play a single point.
Yeah.
All right, here's a side.
Wait, where do you get most of your blocks, Antoine? Are people throwing deep to you, like one-on-one?
Honestly, like compared to most people, like I feel like I don't get that. Like Cam and Chibs are our block getters. I'm more of a like you're not touching the disc type person. But when I do, it's kind of half on an end cut that I actually get roasted on, but I'm like just making up ground and they just pull up, or a deep ball.
So you have the speed to make up the ground.
Yeah, it's usually honest. Yeah, it's kind of funny how many times like they shake me somehow, and I'm like, I just like say, oh fuck, and I need to like make up this ground, and they're pulling up because they know they shaking me, but I like run pretty quietly.
That's so scary. Oh my god!
So I can like make up the ground. Yeah,
I actually really like that mindset, and I've been realizing like one, it's something that I want to work on, and then I've kind of made some like games to like work on it, but like just the mindset of like you're beat, but you're still sprinting really hard to catch up. Because I think there's like a part of me that's like if you get shaken or whatever when they have a step, you don't run as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Because of whatever reason, like you just don't pursue as hard as you can. I've made some fun games like with Toby where you put some different cones on different places and and you're just drilling it so you can bring the focus to it. And you make like the offensive cone like a yard farther away than the defensive cone so that to get the point, the offense has to beat the defender by like more than a yard. So you like, if you get shaken like right off the rip, if you still sprint really hard, like you try to catch up. I just think that's an important mindset for ultimate players, because it's like you said, like they beat you and they slow up a little bit, which definitely happens a lot. And the other thing is like you just never know like how that throw is going to come off or whatever. So it's like when you just put that
Like
extra
part
effort
of defensive technique is effort.
100%, 100%. And it's like really a mindset thing to like get beaten a little bit, but still be running super hard. Cause I think a lot of people get beaten and then it's just like half-ass it to get to the mark. Like, but the mindset of like, I get beat and then I just like chase after you. And also what we realized too is like when you're getting chased after, when you're getting chased after, like that's so it's like harder to run offensively when you know they're getting like right behind you chasing after you really hard. Like it makes you kind of want to stop. It's like an interesting mind game. If you ever like race people, like it's just kind of it's fun. It's a good thing to work on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see.
Twan, that conversation makes me think of the one time you guarded, or like one of the few times you guarded me at the first World Games tryouts, and we were just like giggling the whole time, and you were like close on like so close on 2Ds. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was like I almost had a run through on you.
Yeah, you did almost. Yeah. But it was like I kind of shook you at the front of the stack and ran laterally, and I'm like, I'm open. And then you just came charging me down.
And then there was a foul. Fuck. Was that the foul call?
Well, that was prior. He did foul me, and I
had your back there, Twan. No foul. No foul.
But then another one, like
no foul.
I like shook him at the front of the stack and ran laterally, and the kind of loopy throw went up to me, and I'm like, I got this. And then I heard him behind me, and I had to like attack it, and he was an inch from me.
Yeah, it's scary as fuck.
It's scary as fuck. Yeah.
That reminds me of the first shot when I fucking threw that shit ball up to Twan.
I think I was guarding him.
Yes, I'd been wanting to throw one up so bad, and Yacht damn near broke my hand. Like I like ripped it so hard, and Yacht like came flying in and like I hit him on the follow through. Miranda didn't love that one, but I thought it was great.
And
that's when you hit your balls.
Yeah, you hit your balls.
You hit your balls on the chick. And Todd was like crawling off the field. I'm like, what's so good with there? What's good?
I was like top 5 worst pains I've ever felt. Like, I was on the ground for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Me and Twan go up, and Twan comes down on someone's shoulder, just like rattles himself.
Because what it was is I don't remember who it was, but there was some smaller like FMP back there, and I completely ignored it in my decision making. I just fucking ripped it. To be honest, I don't think they love that, but I'm like, I was 99%. I could throw that 100 times. I feel like you get everyone. No, the testicles are so funny, dude. You get it in the right. It doesn't have to be hard. It's like just that it's that spot, you know? The contact is the right way, dude.
What is
just so unexpected as well. I didn't know she was there, and I had the disc.
Presented by BE Ultimate.
Dude, we want to talk about dangerous plays. We can't be doing that, man. We got to be looking out for the boys down low, dude. All right, this is the one. This is Ultiworld's fucking me. It's not the. But this is the one where you clamp.
If you want to not do that, you have to refresh.
Yeah, but look at this.
Just clamps.
I'm sure Simon is just completely demoralized right now.
Yeah, when you double cut in the lane and your defender just stays with you, it's like, okay, this is fine.
And this is one where I think it's like you're just pretty locked in on Simon, just chasing him. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like you can tell he's just overthinking it there. Like he's just like when you're changing direction that much, like it's kind of doomed.
Yeah, because I don't think he's touched the disc yet.
He hasn't.
Not with you on it.
It hasn't even been close, to be honest.
Breaks head under.
But what I think is really like good, like Twan doesn't. He knows Twan. You know you're not going to get that block. It's like break side wide, and you just contain it instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
God. There's the roll. I wasn't seeing a lot of those.
I almost feel like we're watching Bravo film right now.
I know, it's crazy. It's like Cody copied our defense or something.
That's the greatest sign of respect, Means it works. All right, let's see. Here they're back. I mean, they do the same motion off it every time.
Yeah, they're just running rockets from the one constantly.
I kind of like, I guess.
Gibran probably could have fronted there.
I mean,
dude, Cam
all over.
God.
I'm watching Todd. Who are you watching?
I was watching
Antoine.
Cam just.
Okay, I'll watch. All right, I'll watch Cam this time. You watch Antoine.
All right. Oh my God!
Yeah, that's crazy. That's some good footwork.
Holy shit!
It really is. Like those hips. I mean, that's like. Do you dance one?
I do. I love to dance.
All
right, there it is. Yep.
Like salsa or what?
No, hip hop. Just like go to the club and.
Okay. You ever done like that's so lit. Do you ever do like classes? Do you ever go to like a No. Okay.
All self-taught.
That's sick. But I mean that because I went to a salsa class the other day and they were telling us like move our hips and it's just like this is so I feel like this is so important. And then the way you open up there, that last one, dude.
That's the master class right there. My hips are on fire just watching that.
I want to like take something away for people from that, but at a certain point it's just like be fucking better, man. Like that is
Well, I like actually have practiced this like in like lower, especially if I go to like low level frisbee, I'll try to like just keep them like my butt's towards them and have them on my backside. Because if you can lock people up that way, it's like game over for people.
Yeah.
Because now that even if they beat you one way or another, you still have like the inside positioning and you have your hips facing like the correct way.
Right.
So like I use that tons of times. I mean, it's very easy. It's like a very high risk, high reward.
Yeah, because they can get in your blind spot. But I see what you're saying. Like if they get a step on you, you're already, instead of having to like switch your hips and go that way, you're already facing that way. You're just accelerating.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in slow motion and we're just gonna watch it. It's really fun. And then I love this move right here. How you open up and go. Like that drop step is really nice. That drop step is really nice.
Like I'm losing so much ground trying to use the same footwork.
Yeah, to be able to
impressive.
Like that like drop step open and then come under is like that's like Frisbee 101. Like you need that in your bag if you're a defender. Like and that's why you like people do like that like W drill when you're like shuffling with people, but that was like live action. Yeah. And that dude, I've guarded him. He's fucking
shifty.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
Can we go back a little bit? It's the same thing with Cam. I want Twan to talk about what Cam is doing here a little bit. One more. Okay, pause it. So Cam is guarding Mac in the reset space, and a lot of offenders or offense's response to force middle these days has been setting up the dump, not 45 back, setting it up positive or even to try and attack upfield and put that handler defender in a weird spot. So that's what Mac does here. Twan, can you just talk a little bit about defending that and what Cam does, and if you like it or not? I think it's good, but just talk a little bit about that.
Can I see what he does again?
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of lucky Cal's there a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I kind of see there. I mean, in our defense, he probably actually in the beginning wanted to be a little bit more upfield because we were trying to take away that like chip because that just kills defenses.
Yeah, like I think that throw can go to space on him there.
Yeah, but I'm like also coming down in that.
Yeah, if there's no one upfield there, I think that can go. So I think like Cam's fucking sick and incredible, but like even one of the best defenders in the world like him probably can set up a little bit more like cautious, quote unquote, upfield and concede that middle a little bit more.
Yeah,
I really
especially
like the
on the backhand side.
Especially on the backhand side.
I really like the way you guard this next one too, because like commitment levels is something we talk about a lot, and just like like you're not committing 100% to everything.
Right.
And so like for this one right here, like he starts to make this cut. And I guess, like when you're playing forced middle, that your mark is going to try to contain this next swing pass. So like instead of you like selling out all the way to the sideline here, you like, you're staying somewhat close to him, but you're not fully committed. That way, when he comes back, like, and you trust the mark, and they don't throw it, and it's really good.
I also see that Calvin's there. Like he has to really get over to that sideline for that throw to make sense.
Right.
So like Cam does not contain.
Right. It's really more that it's that Calvin was there. Yeah. I mean, you're just
maybe he should have contained as well.
He's in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah, Twan, you are locked in.
I'm like, I remember this point. I'm like grunting at him.
That's so
just
sick.
like heavy breathing.
I love that. Oh no!
He does get that.
I mean, you can't. That's
whatever.
There's a certain point of like respect, like that. Those types of throws are.
That's a fucking sick ass throw from. Was that Mac? That's insane.
Yeah, and then this is really good too. I mean, you probably, if we're being like extra picky, you could get a little more forward, but that's like so hard at a certain point. If like someone's throwing that quickly, like, they're doing a good
that's
job.
Kind of
that was a sick point.
That upfield dump on the backhand side though, but yeah, there was nothing to be done.
That is a nice throw.
It's a sick throw, dude.
Oh my god. Yes. God. No, that was almost so nice. I love when like milking it in.
There's the copier of RD.
It looks great.
It does look great.
I bet he's telling him how good his
D is.
Yeah. Why don't you come up with something original?
Cody's not even a very smart coach or anything like that.
Man, honestly, the way he talks about like at practice, I have to tell him like, teach this like you're talking to like a 10-year-old. Like I do not get it.
Like we're athletes here. Like you think about it and just you got to set it up for us. Just put us in a position to succeed.
That dude had Bird in hell in college with Cal Poly. I swear to God.
Well, any team that ran zone.
Well, yeah, but him especially.
Dude, they do the same play every time.
Every time.
I mean,
this is just clamps right now. Oh, except Clark again. Jeez, Louise. Clark, what's going on, man?
I think Clark is like a glue guy.
Clark has blocks.
Yeah, Clark's good.
All right, Simon getting free when
the minute you're not on Simon.
Fucking Haver.
Can you go back a couple? I want to see
the cut.
See Simon set up and
it just goes.
Yeah, just a speed cut from the rail.
Liam didn't really Simon looked over his left shoulder and Liam didn't really think it was coming. Got a lot of hucks. Oh my god.
Same play.
Dude, oh my god.
Another T-twist.
This Anton goes. Oh, a little confusion.
Or just a little zipper.
I'm
not sure what just happened there.
That was washing machine times 10, dude. Holy
my god. Drop off the mark. No.
Damn.
Two quick points for Revolver there. What are you guys thinking about when you want to slow down an offense? Like is it sags in the lane? Is it junk? Or do you just have to do better?
Honestly, I mean, obviously Cody would be able to answer this better, but usually you just put in like our big gun line. Like we'll have like Sam and Chris crossover, or both of them, and so we'll just have all our top 7 defenders. Get out there.
And so you guys are just playing person with a little bit of junking up some pool play.
Most of the time, I think we practice zone maybe for 4 or 5 practices, and that was just because just in case, just because we were just so confident in our person defense. I mean, it just debatably we had the 3 of the top 10 defenders on the same line. So we were like, yeah, let's just feed
I mean,
them to the
definitely.
wolves.
I don't even.
Yeah.
It's not even debatable.
You, Jabron, and Cam.
Yeah.
Like it's just true.
Yeah.
Especially that are on D-line for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
it's fucked. Except when you play Bravo at US Open. Oh man.
And now what is this? This is like a Dom.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you thinking much when you see a Dom, Antoine? Are you?
I'm usually what I'm trying to do is like I'm usually back. Right. I'm usually deepest. So I'm trying to facilitate someone like getting in there. So there's like a 4v3. So I can guard their person, or us three can guard these four while
here we
the
go.
fourth defender
Here we
goes
go.
in. Dude, you probably
Easy
wanted
money.
You probably wanted more of a
Skyball, baby.
more of a
Yeah.
skyball there. Huh? That's like disappointing. Everyone wanted a little more.
in. Yeah, Skyball. I don't know. Skyman can jump pretty high too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how it's another thing that I've been trying to work on defense is just like respecting the deep cut as soon as it is like, you know, you just when Simon starts going here and like puts his head down, like you also are just like accelerating immediately. And I feel like the ground is just closed so quickly. And it's just very
Let's watch this one again.
like, you're not trying to bait it, you know what I mean? Like you're just going here.
Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable. Like I'm not running full speed. Like when I'm with him, I can kind of feel like he's not getting away from me at this point.
And that helps you protect the under if he cuts back.
Exactly.
And you had your head turned too, which was really nice. We'll watch it one more time because you saw it the whole way.
Yeah, like if he does cut back under, do you like that's a feeling for you? What do you think, or are you relying on your athleticism to just catch up?
Oh, if he comes back under,
especially since you're looking over the other shoulder.
If I can stop hard enough, I'm trying to even like put my body in the way, or if I get really beaten, try to get some help on a big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
let's find Twan here, dude.
We're trying. Yeah, that's the story of my life.
I think if I had to say one thing, I think let's get two hands up there. You know? Oh, you went for it a little bit, but I think we get two up in there.
Good on the ball.
I think that's probably a situation. I've been loving that move though. Like when you get helped off of, just keep like all the way back. I go all the way to the backfield now. I don't give a fuck. I just keep going till I get thrown to.
Twan will be in his own end zone so quick though. He'll just be like, keep going.
Right.
He's gone. He's too fast.
All of a sudden, he's just like, where the fuck am I, dude? It's like in the parking lot.
Oh, I get subbed off on this point.
No, dude.
Yeah, I was very pissed about that.
And there you go.
Oh,
that's what happens. We got to put that on them. Damn it.
So what we do, we generally don't sag into this lane, which you'll see, just because the disc is that far sideline. But I like it a lot, especially because it's the most prolific thrower on the field right now. Like, make Mac swing if you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think also maybe the coaching cue as well was like, if Mac has it, sag into lane. Or as the stall count is getting higher, reel in. But I think that's a specific play call for Mac.
And I mean, all the downfield defenders are just defending that like right in front of the disc with their life right now too, which is perfect.
Antoine, are you playing most D points, or is it pretty evenly spread between? Like, do you have two D lines that play evenly?
We have one D line, like my D line with me, Gibbs, and Cam and Calvin will go out. But we kind of had like three D lines composed of like 16 people.
Okay.
Like this is another version of our like D1 line where Vinay and Conrad and Shank will come with us.
So get your core four.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that.
Talk to me about this sponge from Shank right now. Is that he seems really like on top
Not
of
even
the
worried
disc
about
there.
Quan. I mean, I think this is smart after the quick scores that
Totally,
Revolver has
yeah.
had.
Yeah.
Like he feels like he's just right in front of the disc instead of taking away.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's sneaky. I would have thrown that too. He looked so open.
Dude, Conrad is.
I think Conrad
Animal.
even kind of honestly just gets lucky on this. Like he does a good job of trying to keep his head on the swivel. Can we play it? I think he just sees the cut happening. He just happens to turn his head at the same time.
It's a nice bracket.
Calvin's
he takes
helping.
that one. Calvin's there, and then he
Oh
goes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, so I mean, I'm sure Calvin's talking to Conrad there because Calvin did not. He was just helping you on the deep cut.
Right.
We had Jim Paranella on recently, Antoine, and I was editing that episode today, and he gets it's similar to D that what Conrad got right here way back in 1995.
Oh, nice.
I just like how active Conrad is being. Like, we were saying that earlier, but like he takes this first one and then he just kind of.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's so hateful.
Farther.
We're at 12-11.
So yeah, that score made it
13-11, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Nice work.
Still stay a little lower with the mouse. I just like how active he is. He takes the first cut.
Yeah.
Kind of goes.
Dude, that's sick. That's sick.
That's impressive.
It's just really active.
God damn.
And I really think
guy.
that is meta for like pool plays, just like being heads up like that and helping each other like off the initial stuff with a sag.
Right.
Because it really just makes it harder.
The emotion from Jibs there too. I feel like you don't
Quiet
get
guy.
that much, man. That was sick.
Low.
That pumps me up.
They were coming back. Like I remember watching this game and be like, oh my god, Pony's just destroying them. And then Revolver was just like hanging though.
No, we started. They were breaking our O line, and it was a pretty close game. It felt closer than it was.
Definitely. They never really left. Here they go, Vert. That's our ball, ain't it?
I mean, they are just living and dying by the deep ball.
By that deep game, yeah.
And you guys
That's
like
nice
figured it out now, and it's.
Yeah. This is just Vert. Good old fashioned Vert.
Well, they kind of tee it out though, real quick.
Right, I guess they are teeing.
Two
like
people
this
teed
is
it out, and then the
like a
one goes
zipper.
deep. It's the same fucking play, dude. They tee it out, and then the one goes deep. They did it they've done it like 7 times.
They have. It's
I
true.
love it.
And
I love it
Conrad-
too.
Even though they're getting
I love it
smashed
too,
right
but now it's not working. They know it's.
I would
fucking
honestly,
coming.
I would spread out even more. Like I'd put those T guys out there, and I'd spread the 3 middle guys out there. I would just spread them all out, to be honest.
Or I'd stop throwing to
Yeah.
those matchups. Fuck.
Oh my god, that guy is fucking.
Was that
wrecked.
Walker?
All right, let's see Antoine on that here.
Frankenberg, or what's
Yeah,
his name?
I think it was Frankenberg. Yeah.
Yep, see right there, dude, all the way. I'm saying
Wide
hit
open.
hit that reset.
See,
button,
Jones,
dude.
I always happens.
I'm
to me.
saying
It's
keep
my life,
that
man.
going.
Twan,
I'm
come
saying-
play for
I'm
Bravo,
saying-
man. I'll throw
I'm
it to you. I
saying-
promise.
Twan, I'm
I'll
saying get
throw
all
it
the
to
way
you
back
all
over
day.
here.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look at Twan. Look at Twan. He's like, what?
My life, dude.
Why are you not throwing it to me? Look at this. Look at this.
There's no
I'm just-
way.
Wait, watch.
I'm too all right.
I'm saying, Twan, I'm telling you, dude, if you take this all the way back here, you're
Yeah. Yeah.
Catching a lateral pass, baby.
Eventually. Yep.
If your team ever swings it.
That's funny.
But he throws that.
Yeah, there's that.
Fuck, man.
John,
It's actually
come on.
really funny because
Oh.
it's funny because you were open. He definitely had you, and then he's not. Oh no!
But that's Jibs' fault. They missed the roll there.
Yeah.
Antoine's just still pissed. He got it off. He's like, "Fuck this."
No, I literally almost every year, especially since I've moved up to New York. Or actually, no, since Atlanta, I had to talking with people. It's like, I'm open, just throw the disc. I'm open. It doesn't seem like I'm open, but I'm open. Yeah, that happened in in Atlanta about halfway through the AUDL season. I literally sat down with everybody on offense, and it's like people are backing me 5 to 10 yards. So when I draw to a disc, it's because I'm very open. It's not because I'm like being lazy.
Right.
And they were like, but what if someone's posting? It was like, they're not. I'm just like trying to like maximize our yardage. And from there, I like literally, I think I like double my yardage after that talk.
It kind of feels like Pony should be isolating you off in transition as often as possible. Just get that big gainer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who knows?
Revolver's kind of shooting themselves in the foot on offense here, just like cutting off lanes from the
Ooh, that's interesting. I actually liked the help. Maybe not, because it is you.
Yeah, I bet that annoys you, Antoine.
Yeah,
it did.
You just wanted to go get it
because I felt like I was winding up, especially in that moment. And it is a rare time that I wind up for a layout, and then I see Cam, so I pull up, and you can't do anything about it now. Mac is 50 yards down the field.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that's a tough one. Do you guys? What was the force here? I didn't see. Was it backhand or was it another FM point?
It's probably
It looked like backhand.
Because I wonder if the mark probably should have contained there as well. Is what I'm thinking.
Because that's it, huh? You guys ended this one.
Yeah, that was a ball game.
Let's watch the last point.
Let's watch it. We're going into like a split type thing. Mott, dude. It was so funny.
Antoine, we played with Kenny Taylor in Hawaii a couple weekends ago at Kaimana, and I had no idea he was a handler type. I had no idea he had disc skills because I think similar to you, right? People who are stuck on the D line or not, who are, classic defenders, I suppose. Mm-hmm. We don't often get to see you showcase those abilities. Mm-hmm. That's like kind of how the club game works. There are just so few turnovers and so few opportunities to possess.
Yeah. I mean, he's a late bloomer. He's I think he started when he was like 20 in his 20s, or like 21, maybe 22, and he's 26 now. Mm-hmm. I might be getting those numbers wrong.
Maybe 27 is what he said.
26. Yeah. I think he was my age.
He's good, man.
He played. I know he's played the last 2 college seasons. Like he's off this one, but last 2, and for UAH, so he probably had to do a lot of. I think actually in all their highlight videos, he's just like bombing hucks.
Dude, these cuts by Kocher and Sam.
Yeah,
this cut by Kocher is so scary. Okay, well that is a crazy move. Yeah. This is all crazy. This move by Sam is wild. Like, round slit.
The triple
cut.
And then look at this Kocher cut too. Like, good luck, dude. Oh my god. 1, 2, hey. Other way.
They both stop on dimes. So.
And then look at this Sam cut too. Look at this.
That's pretty crazy.
This back pedal, just like, it is crazy. And then you just got Randolph.
Oh my fucking god, that is just so fucking.
I mean, who wants to guard all those guys?
I don't. That's why I play offense, man.
I mean, the thing is, it's so tough because Randolph is doing this, but at a certain point, it's like, do I care? Like, if he gets this little dish, like, because what are you gonna do? Take that away, and he beats you like for the, he gets around the outside shoulder for the upline. Like, right now he's doing that move, like to the little. Yeah, it's so interesting.
I honestly do think you have to force John to go outside shoulder. Because he's so good at that move.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just force a longer throw.
Yeah. And see if he reads it. Maybe just you predict
and hope you get help, honestly.
Put a little body into him,
Okay, I'm not on JR.
A little body.
So Tuan, what are your what are you working on footwork wise, conditioning wise to be able to play this kind of defense?
I've been a coach for Game Point Performance for 8 years now. Been an athlete for them for like 9 years, and it's honestly pretty basic drills. Like a lot of T drills, a lot of Y drills, 5, 10, 5 drills. But like if you get really good at shuffling and strafing and like dropping your hips, like that's all I'm doing. Granted, like in succession and combined with each other, but it's just spending a lot of time doing those things and trying to be really quick and also playing like a bunch of pickup and guarding like the hardest players to guard in the game right now. But yeah, it's mostly those drills though. A lot of people think there's like
someone say strafing until I've only heard that in COD.
That's a video game. Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of strafing from like, but it's like a crossover run, like a in between, like, or how do you describe it?
I would say your hips are committed, but your chest is not committed.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
This is nice. I like this. Because I did kind of want to watch some like other stuff. So here you got they have two handlers back and you're double sag. We can call this, what do you want to call this? I'm thinking of stuff because we're on the BE Ultimate Playbook segment presented by BE Ultimate, where we go over different defensive looks for BE Ultimate. And I don't know if this is, we could just, this is just like handler sags, but it really is a defensive look that people should be aware of. What do you call them? Sags?
Yeah, sags. Sagging the line.
And is that something? Are you guys sagging off rip every time?
Not all sagging the time. Well, like it's definitely team dependent, and I don't know really what the criteria what Cody makes it. As you probably maybe getting from this podcast, like I'm not a big X's and O's guy. I'm like, let me just get my person and let me lock them up.
Yeah, let me stay this close to Henry the whole time.
Yeah, and more of like an energy culture that like that's where my expertise lie. Not the X's and O's.
That's vibey. Well, we're gonna call it double sag. We're gonna call our handler double sag.
Yeah.
Sag. But then Cal's out of it, so it's really just to stop the initial one. That's cool. That'll be a good one. We'll be putting that in the. There goes Dameron.
Allen in the flesh-colored pants is crazy.
What a throw that was! Who threw that?
Eric. He short-armed it.
I guess it was open, kind of. Yeah, he just short-armed it.
He had to put it to like the back corner.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh no, buddy! Touched it. I don't know. We touched that.
I don't remember.
Oh no, dude!
I think that was definitely a discussion.
He didn't touch it.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you're going for it like that, you touched it. Like benefit of, like I'm not giving you benefit of the doubt because then it's like, you know what I mean? If you went for it, you touched it. I don't care. I don't care if you somehow are miraculously that unathletic that you didn't touch it. Like if we don't know what's going on, you touched it. Like if someone is clearly like trying to back off of it, then I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If your intention,
with that logic though, if like I lay out for a goal and just totally miss it, I'm counting that as a goal.
No. You know what? Where that logic does apply, because like in Ultimate we play with these there's never lines whenever we play.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if the person is trying to toe, if they're putting an effort to toe it, and there's no lines and it's all very like hard to tell anyway, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If they're just walking casually and like totally,
would you really though?
Unaware.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Obviously, like it depends. If they were out, like they were out, or if they were in, they were in. But if it's the gray area, I take that intention into consideration. You know. Oh, he touched it. He touched it.
Wow.
Oh, wait, I don't know. Why are they back
Definitely.
there? I'm assuming he touched it.
You probably touched it.
Get fucked, buddy. Look at this handler sag. Damn it.
Oh, Eric's still shooting though.
Vinay, dude.
That's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah, I'm actually interested that you're guarding Henry and not.
Same.
Yeah, I requested Fairfax because I think I agree with both of y'all, but they said Henry's been doing more for them this year, and Fairfax was a little bit more quiet.
Dude, every time we play them, Fairfax
kills us, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except 2023.
That's what I would think, but
no, I mean Henry was doing more and Antoine's not open. I get it. It makes sense. That's funny. All right. I just wanted to. I don't know. I was just clicking on random
Almost
shit.
6'2". Wow. Oof.
Okay, one more. Let's
Yeah,
see. What do we do against the vert?
we're just dropping.
Oh my god, it's a vert and then it wasn't.
Are you guarding Durs right now?
What just happened?
No, Henry's out there. I think he just didn't follow.
It looked like he was guarding Durs.
He also got picked.
Wait. So there was a pick.
I think I actually am though.
Were you really?
Just because of the way, because we were guarding positions at that point.
Okay.
Oh, you're up 6-2. We're gonna go in
Hawkins
waves.
is having a tough go at it, huh? Fucking
Yeah, they had 5 big drops.
Damn.
It's bad.
that is bad.
Was Hawkins on the team last year when they beat you in quarters?
Yeah,
I don't know who
he was.
He was he's this kid with the sleeve, the leg sleeve.
Do you remember Maddie just absolutely bodying him?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
It's because they were all tired from their pre-quarters matchup.
I'd love to. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
They were too tired from beating.
It was
the
like
shit out of
Universe,
Bravo.
right? It was probably they were
It was
gassed.
a close game.
You're welcome.
Were you feeling a little something extra this game
Had to.
after the previous year?
No, not particularly. I was more of I think Trevor is his name.
Trevor Lynch.
Trevor Lynch. We were watching the game before, and it was against y'all, right?
Yeah.
And he looked directly at me. He was like, "We're coming." And I'm like, "All right." And I was just fired up from an hour before the game was even started, and I just kept talking straight trash to him the entire game. I was "We're here, still waiting."
That's tough. T Lynch is my boy too.
Oh, nice.
That's
nice,
too
nice.
bad. That's too bad. Yeah, you got to know who you can talk shit to. You know,
I love talking shit. Yeah,
I guess I know. I'll never forget, dude. Lotus fucking pre-quarters.
Yeah, that was my introduction to each other.
Yeah, that was a very nice introduction. It was. We were like this fucking random ass. What did you think about that playing Lotus? You probably never even.
No, I thought we were going to cruise. Then then it became Universe Point, and I was like, "Who is this kid just absolutely roasting us?" Because you were doing everything. You were you scored goals through assist and got blocks, and and against our best too. So it was like, what is happening?
What is happening? I remember because. Right, y'all were warming up, and it might have been you or some other people. Definitely didn't think we were about to do shit. You know what I mean?
No.
But we had. It's funny because a lot of those guys, go to play Bravo and whatever. So yeah, that's a classic. That was a classic game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, cool. Why you don't even have practice anymore? So now what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You still gonna do something?
Nah, man. I was actually I was thinking about doing half a practice today because I'm still
right, because of fucking
recovering.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Well, before we let you go, can you tell us who your favorite people to guard are, and who are the toughest matchups in the game right now?
Oh, that's a good one. Funnest people to guard. Me and Boxley had some great dances together.
Yeah.
That's immediately what I thought about. Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually he
kind of almost edge spiked it on you once, right? Like I think
not even almost.
The U.S.
Yeah,
Open.
he did.
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
U.S. Open
Yeah,
final.
Yeah. It's because I mean, we're both going up. I am touching him, and then he just blocks it. But in club, he pretty much wins the battle. But on the UFA field, I win the battle. So it's always it's fun to see us go at it.
That's why Box retired from the UFA. I heard.
Do you prefer one to the other, Antoine?
Prefer like in terms of having a lifestyle, UFA. In terms of fun, I'll say club still. I think the club game is still better. But it's not to say that I don't enjoy the UFA games. Yeah.
What is it? Is it the field size? Is it the format? The level of play?
I think it's mostly the level of play. If like there was more buy-in from, if we just didn't have this like I don't play pro type of energy going around, then I would easily choose the UFA. But like how many a third of the Team USA or even half maybe doesn't even play pro. So that just goes to tell you like how much talent is missing from the game. So
yeah, I feel the same way. Like I like a lot of stuff about UFA, and just like the main thing about club is like as a community we haven't like fully switched over, so it's like that.
Right.
Yeah. As a competitor, like there's no way you could not play club because that's the highest level still.
If you're going to US Open or Pro Champs, like you're getting 6 of the highest level games,
right?
Like you can get, but like in pro, it's like
your
maybe
schedule
half
is
the games you're playing are like really.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially even on the West Coast, you guys don't even get to play anybody really.
No, I mean I was literally thinking about our schedule.
Our schedule is well,
and that's what sucks is like last year we didn't
though.
Huh?
We sucked too. Like we
sucked, but I do think like last year our schedule was so stacked, and there was like a lot of like positives to that. Like it was fun. Like the games were hype. I was looking forward to every game every week because it was like we had Atlanta, and then we go to like Madison and Minnesota, and even and they're just like new and it's different, and you're on the road and like all that shit. And like I think this year, I'm very confident that this year our record is going to be a lot better in the regular season because of the schedule, the strength of the schedule. Yeah. But that doesn't honestly like fire me up or like excite me. Like I'd rather go through the same gauntlet as last year. Maybe not as difficult. Like I think one thing was like the beginning of our year was so tough, but like I'd rather go through that and try to make the playoffs than fucking,
Yeah, you think Toronto's
play Oregon?
Toronto's going to be tough this year, Twan?
Yeah, we've been talking about that. They're like top 7, top 10 are pretty good now. And they like are not a sleeper team anymore. It'll be interesting what they put together, but like I think they're a contender now, a playoff contender. And especially with they have the top 5 of the European players.
Arviz, pretty much. Besides like Don,
besides Don, they got a lot of good European talent. They got I feel like they picked up like some Canadian talent that wasn't playing before too. Like, dude, who is the guy that's
coming back?
Yeah, Marty Gallant. Twan, do you remember him, dude? He was that little guy that was just killing us.
For
like the first 6 points against Canada at Worlds, and then we beat him like 13-6 or whatever. So whatever. But he was killing us.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to be a problem. Like, the East is definitely fun, super fun this year. Tobe went to Boston as well.
Yeah,
they'll be tough.
They'll be tough.
Boston will be tough.
Dude, I low key think about just like playing for an East Division team just because like the schedule would be crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
I've
the same way we're talking about this, like just the like regular season schedule would be so much fun to play DC, but like whoever you're on, like New York, DC, Boston, like that's just so stacked. Whereas like, I mean, the shred games are like honestly some of my favorite games. Like I play in Ultimate the whole year, like either here or there. Like they are so much fucking fun, to be honest. Like it is electric. But you guys play the shred like every year, and then you're you hype for that Vegas trip, dude.
I'm excited for after Vegas.
Yeah.
We're actually staying. We're staying until we get there Friday. We're leaving on Sunday.
Oh
shit! Dude, that per diem is going straight to the poker table immediately to the poker table, or maybe on black and then to the poker table.
Right enough.
That's funny. Yeah.
What's up with DC this year? Is do you guys know who Johnny's playing for?
I don't think Johnny really knows yet.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to him about it this weekend, but I think he's still. You can tell he's still like, obviously, like his heart's still in DC. And still wants to see that team succeed. So
that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, because even Troy Holland is thinking about still playing DC.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so weird. Like, it's just so far fucking. It's so far away.
That's far.
I understand that, but I'm also like, you might as I'm sure you're gonna make friends with the new people. But I'm excited to see what they do. It'll be very interesting.
But like Seattle's interesting, right? Because the whole Sockeye is against pro. So like, I still think they have that rule where you can't play if you're on Sockeye.
They don't have a rule.
So interesting.
I'm pretty sure there's a rule.
Yeah, because there was no one. No one who
did it.
Cedar.
Worthington, right? Shane Worthington.
Shane Cedar.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and Caleb.
So maybe it's just
Martin.
like a cultural norm.
Jack. Yeah, there's a few.
I know there was a rule. There was definitely
a rule.
Glad to see the culture.
Zeppelin. I'm just thinking of names.
Well, Zepp didn't play soccer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he didn't?
No, he played.
He played mixed.
Yeah, he played mixed. Yeah.
How'd our boy G Leezy, aka the mediocre monk, aka Grant, look at tryouts?
I mean, Grant is ages, man. He was still saucing people up. He was
He's a fine wine.
He's him.
He also like upgraded his offense. He was guarding big men and doing pretty well against them.
That's crazy. Grant could never.
I called I was like guarding Henry and Brett most of the time, and he like called me off of them. He was like, "No, I wouldn't do it." I was like, "Oh shit! All right."
What is G Leezy doing?
No, he was doing a good job too.
Someone's got to put G Leezy in his place. I will.
Brett's just got to go stand in the end zone.
I will boom on. Yeah, what do you think about that, Twan? Like, if you have just a crazy mismatch, like I was just thinking about that actually after the first World Games tryouts a little bit, but I think like an underrated part of Ultimate is exploiting mismatches.
Oh, absolutely.
Like actively looking. Like, I think it actually has to do with a little bit of our culture and like a community of like just being so friendly that like we don't want to like expose people who clearly like can't hang with a certain something. Mm-hmm. But what do you think about that? Like if you have like a really short person or slow person on you, like for example.
Like the first half of my Frisbee career was built on that. It was like jump ball to Antoine or speed ball to Antoine. We definitely have grown away from that, and I miss it dearly.
For real, dude.
But yeah, I think that. I mean, they still do it. They still do it in the NBA. They still do it in the NFL. Like, why wouldn't it make sense for us to continue?
Right.
I feel like in addition to maybe some friendliness, it's like we're just too dumb as a sport. And it's like we don't recognize when there's a good matchup, and then everybody just continues to take the lane when they could just start making some space, even if it's within flow. I think it's because we are dumb as like a unit of 7 people. I think there are individuals who definitely realize it,
I think it's like a competitive thing too. Like if you're really competing, you do whatever it takes to win. And like I don't know if maybe we're just because like I agree. Like NFL, like when that corner gets subbed on, it's like the norm to just throw shit balls to him and see what he does. Or like in the NBA, like how they're setting picks to fucking get the matchups that they want and try to go to work on them. Like
even like my first 2 years on Pony, Jimmy would recognize that, and he would get subbed on when we would get the turn to get subbed on. He would always just pretty much automatically throw it to me deep. So like I don't know. I think we were getting to like at least for Pony, there's still like that's not the look we want, or that's
the classic response. And I'm like, I just think it's not the same look. Like people think it's the same look because in a vacuum or whatever, how you want to say it, if you throw this like kind of floaty ball and it's like not perfectly in stride, like it's not the look we want. But now if we add in the variables of like it's Antoine versus like some like pretty short, slow dude, like I think that is the look we want because I'm pretty confident, especially if you have a good thrower who can like throw it to make that mismatch even more.
Yeah, like if I'm guarding any of you, like what am I supposed to? How am I gonna do anything? Like just throw it.
I was at Mini the other day saying, "Let's expose Mikey." Like
we are
exposing Mikey, bro. I don't care. That's the best thing for you.
Yeah, I can do a few things, but yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. You should expose the weakest defender.
I'm coming in with a new attitude this year. I'm exposing. I want to bully people. That's funny. That's funny.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. All right. This is good. Twan, we'll have to get you on another time for like a full on like Twan pod, you know, and get into like the history. Because even now I'm like thinking about it and I'm like refraining from doing it because I will go on to have like a 2-hour conversation.
We've already been
with
on
you
for an hour and a half. We could go for 2 more hours real quick.
Exactly. But like your Frisbee evolution and career is so cool. Like honestly.
Appreciate
it.
Well,
it is like to start as like that young kid on Revolver and to then grow into the player that you've become. It's really cool. And like the different places you've been. So we'll definitely have to get you back on and do a proper long form pod.
Word. Yeah, I'm down. This is super fun. Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Can you just say BE Ultimate once?
BE Ultimate.
Yeah. let's get that in there. Let's clip that. Okay, cool. All right. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet. Thanks, Juan.
Yeah, no problem.
And best of luck. We're rooting for you.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I hear back. When is this pod going to be posted?
Well, I might try to push it out quickly, actually.
Yeah.
Just relevancy.
Oh yeah, and I think I'm allowed to say this. Like around Tuesday, we're trying to hear. Oh, we get to hear at the same time everyone else gets to hear, which is kind of dumb. But
yeah. They did that with Wook too. It was kind of fucking crazy. It was like 10
crazy.
minutes before they posted. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think that's odd.
It's kind of lit.
That's how you find out.
They shouldn't even tell people. They should just post it.
Yeah, that is what they should do. Because then you don't even have to send the message.
Yes, I didn't
just tag the players on Instagram.
Just an all too world. Yes. Tag the players, and then
Yeah, even if you didn't make it, you get tagged in the post.
Yeah, or a different post. That's really funny. That's funny. All right,
sick.
All right, be seeing you.